go to the YouTube, man. UnQuantized podcast. We about to
Yes,
tell
sir.
y'all where we've been. We're gonna talk about the Drake, Kanye. We're gonna do all the whole shebang bang.
I think I got some hot takes too.
Oh
I
yeah,
got some.
same.
Woo. Hot take Sunday on the Lord's Day. Are we gonna do this?
On
Are
the
we gonna
Sabbath.
do this? Are we gonna do this on the Lord's Day?
On the Sab. Yeah,
Listen,
we better do it.
Listen, hit the link in my bio. Hit the link in the stories. Go to Triz's stories.
Yes, sir.
Listen, anyway, you got to get to the YouTube. We're gonna get to the YouTube, and we finna make this happen. So let me know when we on.
Yeah, we on. Yeah.
I bet. Bam. All right, we on the tube, son.
Yes, sir. We back finally.
Yes, sir. All right, hold on. Let me pull it up in my joint here. YouTube, we are finally back.
Yes, sir. We here. All right, Instagram.
All right, Instagram, man. We finna get out of here. I may stay in for a couple more minutes and tell people just go to the YouTube, but it will be like 2 or 3 more minutes. Just if you want to jump off, you go ahead and jump off because we gotta get to
I'm out. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. I can't focus on all of that at the same time, so I had to. Yeah. I'm gonna jump off. All right, cool. We here. Smoking Aces. What's good, my bro?
Smoking was popping.
So listen, what up?
Listen,
Drop, what up?
While Triz is saying what up to everybody on the YouTube, everybody here that's on Instagram, get off of here. It's about to be a wrap for this. Hit the link in the bio. Go to the YouTube. That's where the episode is going down. We're gonna talk about all the albums, talk about everything that happened, and we're gonna play Guess Where Oracle Is.
Thanks.
So yeah, that's what's popping.
Man. Right, so it's been a minute. I felt weird, bro. This is I think this is the longest that we haven't done a podcast, bro.
No, yeah, it's been two consecutive weeks.
Yeah, which is weird. That's rare for us.
Yeah.
And what, 4 years? I think this is the first time it's happened.
Yeah, we've never done this before. Yeah, the first time was due to technicals. The second time was due to now I had to dip
well, out. Originally I got sick. That was the thing. I got really sick that day. I was trying to do the podcast, and then Oracle was like, bro, if it was my daughter's birthday, I was sick, and it was something else going on. And Oracle was like, bro, sit down. You know what I mean? Go chill.
Bro, you had way too much happening. Way too much.
Oh, I had a flat tire that day. My hot water heater messed up that week. My daughter's birthday, and I was sick. At the same time, no Ronies, but I don't know what it was, but no Ronies. And so I set that week out. And then Oracle, is playing Carmen Sandiego, man. He out here.
Yes, sir. I am out here. I'm taking all guesses as to where I am. That should be kind of fun.
Ooh, okay. We should get the over under. Who's gonna guess correctly? Where's Oracle at? Come on, put it in the chats. I want to see some locations. Context clues. Facts.
So listen, it's so much to get into because since we missed 2 consecutive weeks.
Man. Quantize, unquantized. That's how we should start off.
In fact, one thing I did want to bring up that I wanted to bring up on the show, not last Friday, but the Friday before that we missed. I posted something. I think the original poster was from Biggs Burke, and it was about don't invite anybody to my house. When I invite you to my house, don't show up with somebody that I didn't know. Yeah. That's me 100%. But then Beats Music hit me in the joint, and he said it would be a good topic for the show. So real quick, let's go over studio etiquette, bro. While people guess where I am right now, let's go over good guesses. Let's go over some studio etiquette because that not only applies to the crib, but it's certain things. Like if someone invites you to a session, a dope session with a dope artist, or just a new session, period. Don't show up with a bunch of random people.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you get one person max, and they better do something well. Other than that, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
That is a fact. Unless it's a female.
Yeah, females are the ultimate because everybody likes female energy. Everybody likes that vibe around them. So yeah, that always works. But as a guy, if you're not doing something, contributing, or you can't be quiet, you don't need to be there.
Nah, that's a fact. Yeah, don't show up with just anybody. Don't show up super drunk or super high.
That's facts.
And if you don't really know a lot of people in the room, don't show up talking too much.
Yeah, and that drunk or really hot thing is a big thing, bro. As much as I like to turn up, and y'all know I'm a drinker. You know what I mean? Not as much as lately, but I have a rule of thumb. I don't get drunk in any sessions anymore. Like I'll have a drink, but I'm not getting drunk. I'm not going crazy if it's a session. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I need to be focused, man. I'm not there to party. I'm there to to make a record. So it's like at a certain point, it gets a little crazy.
Facts.
So I try to avoid it at all costs if I can. But every once in a while, it slips.
Yeah, I mean, and it depends on your level of comfort with everybody there.
That is also true.
Let me see. Let me look at these joints. Somebody said Fort Lauderdale.
They better put some respect.
Right. Yeah, first of all, okay, let's alleviate some things. It's not America. I am not in America. Let's put it there. So don't give me LA or Fort Lauderdale. No, it's not America. All right. Oh, another thing. I want to kind of get to some important topics because once we get into the boy and the other boy, that's going to take up some time. Hold on. I tell you what, where I am, it is not cool. It's not cool at all. All right. So the second thing too is a lot of us graduated from YouTube University. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I know you got your PhD,
master's, a doctorate, even.
Right. Exactly. I too graduated, took a few classes and got a few, a few plaques and accolades from YouTube University. But the one thing I want to point out is that a lot of us watch a lot of YouTube and we know how to do everything. Like you just know it all. But if you're not applying this stuff to your everyday life, and I mean like once you learn it, if you can apply it immediately,
right?
Then like you just said, it's all pointless. And there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. I think the saying is knowledge is knowing that tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad.
I've never heard that, but that's genius. I like that one.
But that's kind of the way it is. Because you can know like, oh, to do this, you just turn this knob and do that. But if you apply certain things in everyday life, you may find like, you know what, that's like that knowledge is slightly off, or I get a better result when I do this. And that's how new styles, new techniques, and new knowledge is born. Because you take some knowledge that you learned, you apply it to a current setting, and then you tweak it a little bit, you refine it, you make it yours, and now you have wisdom, and you know when you're in a situation how to do it, and also how not to do it. So, yeah, as much as you watch YouTube, spend as much time applying what you watch and learn on YouTube.
Thanks. I'm famous for I'll get courses and I only watch the part that applies to my life at a time. So if I'm doing Facebook ads, I'll watch nothing but Facebook ads because it only applies to my life. And if it deals with anything past that, I won't watch it until I get to that point in my life. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of fun. I never thought of that.
Because with courses, I would get overwhelmed trying to look at the whole thing. So I only go each step. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I'm stuck at this step, this is all I watch. And then everything else is cut off. And then when it's time for the next step, it's like, all right, cool. I can move on to the next thing. But that way it keeps me from just not, because I have a habit of just learning stuff and then just knowing it for no reason. You know what I mean? It'd be like, why do I know this random ass fact? But now it's like, all right, cool. I'm going to apply this. This is going to go to whatever I'm working on. And it's going to be good. Man.
For trivia, of course. Unless you just want to be a trivia buff.
Hey, I ain't going to front. Ain't nobody seeing me and Oracle on trivia. Any board game, no one's seeing me and Oracle. Card game, nobody.
That's
Put the money up.
Bring
Spades,
your dynamic
Tonk, Monopoly. Monopoly is like everywhere. But you know what I mean. Right. Heads up, that phone joint. Come on, man. Y'all ain't seeing this.
Heads up? Oh, you can forget about it.
Come on.
Oh, you're done. You're done out here. Bring your dynamic duo. Bring your best two-man.
Anybody in the chat. Busy? That's you too.
There you go.
Call him up. We want all the smoke.
Shout out to Busy.
Busy.
I don't even know if he in here.
But no, he here. The young sniper. Busy? The young sniper.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Wesley Snipes.
It's funny. Well, I ain't gonna say it. But it's funny how with dudes, how you compliment another dude. It's like for something, but you like try to be respectful. I was like, I see you, bro. I see you. That's a compliment as a dude. It's like, oh, I see you, bro. I see what you're doing. All right. I had to get busy one of those. I see Busy was out here posting. I was like, oh, I see you, bro. You making moves out here, bro. You making moves. I see you.
I've seen busy in quite a few situations.
Yeah, but you got to be you got to be given the respectful praise because it's easy to cross that line. So you just say, hey, I see you, bro. I see you respectfully. You know what I mean?
Respectfully.
Yeah. No Justin LeBoy.
Yeah, respect. And not with all due respect, because that phrase always.
Oh yeah. That's a fight term. Yeah, that's a fight term.
That's a fact. Hold on, let me see what else I got on here. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm dying to get into these albums. I'm just happy to be back. Oh, question. I saw this floating around the net too. Hold on.
That's how you know that the temperature is hot out there, wherever you at, bro.
Hey,
the boy's in a tropical.
Temperature's rising, and it's not surprising, as they say. So here's the question. As a producer, with your producer ears, can you tell the difference between a wave and an MPC? Like, off the rip.
You said MPC or MP3? I think you said MPC.
Yeah, I definitely did. All right. Wait. Look, it lets you know what's in my blood. Let me run that back. As a producer, can you tell the difference between a wave and an MP3?
Oh yeah, I can, but it's not that big of a difference. But I can, but it's not one of them things that like. But see, here's the thing: it's got to. Sometimes a wave is stepped on too, because sometimes people are just converting those MP3s into waves, and so it's like you can't really tell. Only time I can really tell if I'm really focusing on the mix and I'm like listening and comparing on A to B. But if someone just played something and was like, "Is this a wave?" I probably couldn't tell. The only thing that's like obvious to me is a FLAC. Them FLACs sound different, bro.
Them joints hit.
Them joints are beautiful, bro.
They hit, bro.
They about a gig a song, but them joints is beautiful.
That's a fact. Yo, you get an album on FLAC, there's a whole hard drive. That's a hard drive by itself. I won't lie to you. I can tell on some S's, like sometimes like on S sounds. But you touched on a great point when you said, does it make a difference? Mm-hmm. A lot of time, depending on the situation, I'm not mad. Like if I'm like, oh, it's an MP3. I'm not mad 99% of the time. There are certain situations where it really does matter, but most of the time, it doesn't matter. And I think the reason why it doesn't matter is because we're so used to listening to, as you put it, too, stepped on.
Exactly.
Sonic. The Sonics has been for decades now have been stepped on a lot, and our ears are just used to it. And if you think about it too, people used to be like audiophiles. They had like the big house speakers and it is that and all. Now everybody's listening through AirPods and like even computer speakers and phone speakers. So it doesn't matter, and that's kind of sad. I wish it did matter more, but it really doesn't. But what's the chat? What's the chat talking about? Can they tell?
A lot of people saying, nah, not really.
Yeah,
I see a lot of nopes. Yeah, it's one of those things, man. And I think it's so weird, bro, because especially with like trap music, I don't like it when it's clean. I hate when, have you ever heard like a song that blows up and they have like the super rough mix on it and then they try to go back and mix the song? It's never the same, bro. It's like, I like the stepped on dirty ass MP3. Like I want in certain cases, I want it to be ratchet like that. I don't want it to be clean because when you add that, it's too polished. It doesn't have that same feel to it.
That's an interesting take. I never heard that. But now that you mention it, I do like a stepped on type of sound. I don't, it may not necessarily be MP3, but coming up, I came up on go-go tapes, like the distorted live PA tapes, like actually on cassette. And those sounded horrible. I also like a lot of Bollywood music, which arguably some of the
worst.
Horribly. It sounds so good, but that's what makes it sound the way it sounds.
Some of the Bollywood joints, it's like they just they mix it with their imagination. It's just like they ain't even listen to it. They're just like, all right, it's done.
Yeah.
Close enough. You know what I mean?
When the mix is done, one thing they always say, I guarantee you these strings aren't loud enough.
Turn the drums down. Turn them drums down. Ain't no drums in the front.
Oh, no. All this, down.
Yeah.
All this,
up. All the way up.
Turn it up. And now that the strings are where they need to be, the vocals have to sit on top of the strings.
Oh yeah, dumb loud.
So yeah, you get
Dumb
all
loud.
that. Megaphone to your ear. You're like,
Spicy.
God,
Spicy
this-
vocals.
this is beautiful. I love it.
But that the string arrangement is crazy.
Facts.
Your ear be bleeding.
Yo, you listen to Bollywood, you're like, it hurts so good.
It's so beautiful.
Right. Ouch. But no, that's a fair question though. Like, can you tell the difference between a wave and an MP3?
Yeah.
No, I can tell the difference between a wave and an MPC. Yeah, for
No,
sure.
yeah. Oh, nobody still guessed where you was at, bro.
Nah, they didn't. I'm looking.
I see Bahamas.
Bahamas a lot. No, I'm not in the Bahamas.
Turks.
Nope.
Spain.
However, I passed Turks to get here. I'll tell you that much.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey.
Skip and jump right on up over that thing.
I can say this because the wife isn't here right now, right? Now, I'm y'all keep us in the chat, okay? This is UnQuantized. The person who's famous from being where you're from, if you see somebody who looks like that, I need you to tell them you have a friend. But they only if they have to be that magnitude. That's the only way I'll take the risk of getting my tail beat like this, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
And there's one right now.
Okay. Yeah, okay. See. I was joking.
No.
Oracle trying to get me beat up out here.
I could just yell to the
I'm joking.
To the beach.
To the lovely wife. I'm playing. I'm kidding. It's all a joke. The thoughts and entertainment, guys. Entertainment.
Right. That's a fact. Okay. So no one's gonna guess it, but we got a lot of people in here talking about.
Ooh, I think someone got it.
Okay. All right. We're gonna. Oh, by the way, I'm not gonna tell anybody if they're right. We'll just say if somebody was right.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they're right. So, wow, somebody in here really is talking a lot about Kanye and Drake.
You want to get into it? Because it's so much, bro. It's a lot to unpack with that whole situation. We missed a lot within that 2 weeks.
Fam, hold on. Let me
That boy Oracle dripped out, man. I see you, man.
Hey, listen, man.
I know money when I see it, bro. You know what I mean? I know money when I see it, cuz. Hey, I see Oracle got the fear of God. He got the palm trees. I see you, cuz.
Speaking of fear of God, it is a Sunday. And speaking of Sundays,
it's a segue.
I want to say last Sunday or Sunday before last, whether it was a mistake by Universal or not, we got the Donda album.
That was a great segue, first of all. Points. I like that one. That was a good one.
I put on the whole fear of God just to make that transition.
I see. You was thinking. You was computing.
I was. So listen, I guess we should go in chronological order because that's the first show we missed.
Mm-hmm.
The Donda album. What did everybody in the chat? You know, I'm talking to Trizza, of course. We just kicking it like we normally kick it, but I want to know from everybody. I'm asking this to the whole family. What did you think about the Donda album?
Yeah, please let us know.
Yeah.
And I will say this. For music, this has been great. As for producers, for everybody, this has been a great time. I like the competition between them. I like the products they've both putting out. I'm glad. For music, this is great. Because now I feel like everybody's on their toes. I feel like now Kendrick got to come with his A game. Everybody else that drop after this has got to be like, you know what I mean, super on it.
Bro. So what is your take?
So
because you know I had a lot to say about this whole rollout.
So the rollout to me is genius to me, and then I hated it at the same time. And I feel like that's what messed me up for the album, right? It's because I watched all three of the live shows, right? So I'm hearing him and I'm like understanding these are demos, and then he'll switch the verse, and it's like by the second one I knew what he was doing, because we do it in business all the time of you build something with the people, right?
Right.
Like when you make a course, now how I'm trying to make them is I make them with people. I'm going to invite people in, a small group. We're going to do this together. You know what I'm saying? And then off the feedback, I build it out even more, and then boom. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, we got a great product. So that part is genius. But I feel like he pushed it on too long. So then by the time I got the album, I wasn't excited for it anymore. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just let me listen to it. And bro, I don't know why people do this. and if I know this as a producer, I feel like everybody should know this. How you arrange the album, especially Kanye knows this because he should have learned from Yeezus. How he arranges the album, I don't necessarily like it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because even with the Drake, they drag so much in the beginning that it's hard to me. It's hard to get into the album because it's dragging, right? Drake not as much, but that Kanye one to me at the beginning it was just like, bro, it drags, and all you gotta do is just move a song, right? You know what I mean?
Like the Donda intro.
No, I'm not mad at that, but I'm saying the pace of it. It's kind of like remember it was a Brandy album that I didn't like, and it was because everything felt the same pace. You know what I'm saying? It just the album, the pace of it was weird. That's kind of how I feel with Kanye. It's too many songs, and then their songs are good in spots, but it's just too much of slow ballady for me, at least. It's not something. It's good stuff, but it's nothing that I would go back and like really listen to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it. I think the production is incredible. Shout out to my homeboys F and Z. I mean, I'm so happy for them. If y'all like listen to the podcast, y'all know I always talk about we play hot potato. When I go to LA, me, Diego, the homies, we sit in a room, maybe 4 or 5 of us, and each of us will start an idea and then pass it to the left. Everybody passes the idea, and then by the time it gets back to you, 5 people don't touch this beat, and it sounds completely different, right? And we could change whatever. And the guys that we do that with often is called F and Z, and they did, I want to say 4 or 5 on that the Donda. So
yeah, they did a lot.
Yeah, shout out to my homies, man. I'm super happy for them. I think for me, it's more of a Kanye thing, right? I don't know if my point in my life, Kanye talking about Jesus and then talking about family, but then he's talking about beating people up on GD. I can't really relate to that right now. It's too many variables in there for me to be like, I relate to it. Old Kanye, I used to relate because he was talking about stuff that I was going through. This Kanye, he talking about buying companies and ACG and, Patex, and I get it. I know what that stuff is, but I can't relate. You know what I'm saying? It's like where he's coming from, for me, it doesn't connect. So that's what I think my disconnect with the album is. It sounds great. You know what I mean? The mixing is cool. I like the mix. Shout out to what's homeboy name?
Urko. Shout out to Urko,
man.
Yes, he's in the super producer Illuminati.
Oh yeah, the Illuminati chat.
The Illuminati chat.
And he's a super good dude, man. He's always super kind, super nice, bro.
Awesome guy, great disposition. He mixed the entire album.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And from what I understand, there were, of course, it's Kanye, so there were like limited time constraints and things changing constantly. And the man handled it. Not only did he handle it, he delivered. He over-delivered, if you ask me. So here's where I get into my whole thing about the album. Because I was very critical of it during the rollout. Everybody knows I wasn't critical of the album because I didn't hear it, but I'm always like, you can't have a million antics and no music. And Kanye's last few efforts as a producer and an artist, I just wasn't feeling. So like all my Kanye love comes from like earlier Kanye stuff. Having had said that, once I heard the album, here's how I think about it. First of all, incredibly well produced. Incredibly well produced. Bruh, like some of the best, not like, when I say best production I've heard in a long time, that could sound like best beats I've heard in a long time. And that's not even what I mean.
I get what you're saying though. Like the thought behind everything. It's like everything's perfectly placed. It's well produced, like a movie would be well produced, or a play would be well produced. Very, very well produced. The sonic's incredible. Once again, shout out to Urko. And here's my rating of it real quick. As a contemporary gospel album, it's a 10. Because I'm not a contemporary gospel. Like when it comes to gospel, I like old gospel. Like anything that ends in mass choir is for me. Like old soul gospel. And then there's what you would call, I guess contemporary gospel would be like what you would call like Christian rap. Like if I was 18 and into the church crowd, they have a lot of Christian rap. Nothing wrong with that, but this is like not Christian rap. It's soulful gospel hip hop. So if I'm thinking of this as a contemporary gospel album, it's a 10. Now, as a hip hop album, for me, I'm gonna give it a 7. Not in terms of like production or anything like that, but just
it doesn't have much replay value for
That's
me
I'm
because of because of subject matter and mood. I'm not going to be in too many places where I want to be in that mood or I want to hear about those subjects. And it's the difference too, because one could argue hip hop, it's a lot of killing, a lot of drugs, a lot of sad, a lot of death. But to me, that's movie sad stuff. Kanye stuff is real life. I don't want to use the word depression, but it's like real life sad. It's the difference between watching a gangster movie and watching The Notebook.
Oh yeah, or a documentary about something that really happened, and then watching like a fantasy movie. Yeah, it's like I
could watch Scarface and watch a million people die, and I won't be in that mood as if I watch a movie about someone who has like a terminal disease and they die. Like that's a sad mood. And Kanye's music is gonna put me in a sad mood some of the time. So for that reason, as a hip hop album, it doesn't have a lot of replay value to me because I'm not getting dressed, I'm not getting fresh to that, getting ready to go out. None of that.
Right.
None of that's happening. So not much replay value. But and the last thing I will say, my thing about the album, in terms of bars, Kanye he was barred up. He was barred up. I love.
Oh yeah, he had some joints.
Everything he wrote, everything he said, he killed it. He delivered it. The punchlines was fire. Sometimes there were certain songs I could have done without the feature. I would have rather just heard him because he was so in his bag and hit you over the head with shit. But the features were what they were, and I understand the album definitely would have not have been what it was or got the recognition kinda or the praise that it got on a certain level if it wasn't features. But Kanye, he stood out on the lyrics to me. So
it so sucks, man, because it's like I want to like it, but I feel like it's like a Adele album with 808s. I love Adele. Adele makes great music, right?
Except no air horns.
It's so depressing, bro. That I don't want to hear that all the time. I only can listen to Adele in spurts because it's gonna throw off my whole day, bro. And that's how I feel about this Kanye. It's like if I was running around listening to this, bro, I'm gonna be depressed, dog. Like it's one of them albums where it's like that's heavy, bro. Like this is a heavy ass album, bro. And it's like I can't do it, bro. You know what I mean?
Heavy, 100%. You got it. It is way too heavy. And boy, are my arms tired,
man.
And do it again.
It's the most minimal album I've heard, bro. Again, the least amount of hi-hats I've ever heard in an album.
Like there was definitely a hi-hat shortage during the creation of this album.
Bro, I'm like, bro, is that because of the pandemic? Like, what happened to the hi-hats?
Every producer that showed up, they're like, "Yo, put your hi-hats in the bucket. You can get them when you leave."
Yeah. No hi-hats allowed in here.
Yeah, can't bring those in. They're illegal in Gay Town.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's dope. I think what Kanye is doing is great, and I think the way I described it to Oracle when it first dropped is, it's like when you go to a restaurant and the food is like plated well. It's really fancy, right? And everything looks great. You're in this nice ambiance for the restaurant, but the food is just okay. So it's like, yo, I'm paying this high price. Am I going to come back here? Probably not. But I didn't have a bad experience. It was a good experience. It just, sometimes the little cheaper food be hitting better. You know what I mean? Sometimes that little $7 cookout tray is going to hit way better than this fancy restaurant with the plating and all that. And that's kind of how I feel about Donda. It's like the plating, everything is nice. Artistically, genius. Replay value for me, I don't see it,
I feel like it's the best gourmet sushi I've ever had, but I don't really like sushi. But if I have a friend that likes sushi, I'm like,
that would be perfect.
You have to go here. You're gonna love this. But for me, I recognize the quality of it, but not necessarily my speed.
I did not know that curse words made such a difference.
They do.
Bro, I wanted to hear a couple swear words on that joint. It's like, bro, you can't give me this angst, you know what I mean, without a couple F-bombs at least. Come on.
That is true. It's like when somebody try to give you a middle finger, but they go.
Dang, Busy said, can you recall any lyrics from Donda? No.
Nah.
Make me whole again. Vori, it's all the features. It's all the people that's not Kanye.
Yeah. No, I can't. I can tell you songs that I like, but no, because like I said, the replay value because of the subject matter and the mood wasn't there for me. So for me to know the lyrics, I would have to listen to it several times. I've listened to it in totality twice. Once was in 2 workout sessions, and then another was just on a long ride.
Right.
But there was like talking about the album going on as the album is playing. So
that makes sense.
No, but that's really a great question.
And then he says, can you recite lyrics from Certified Lover Boy? And that's where Drake kills everybody, bro.
Hold on. We're not quite there.
Okay.
We're about to be pulling up there to the embassy in a hot second. But we can't go on until we talk about the song that dropped with Andre 3000.
Yes, I was so upset, bro, because that is the song. That's what I wanted from Kanye. As soon as 100%. I heard it, bro, the beat, him rapping, I was like, this is the Kanye I wanted, bro. Like that chip on my shoulder. I'm upset at you, Kanye, and I'm going to show you. Because that's how we met Kanye. Kanye was always been the guy with a chip on his shoulder. Nobody believed in him, and I'm going to prove you wrong. And he's rapping on that joint like, yo, it sounds like, yo, I'm going to put hands on Drake. And I like that energy. And then Andre comes through. Man, I don't know. Andre verse was beautiful, dog. Yo, I almost shed a tear with that. I was like, yeah, that was poetic, bro.
That
was crazy.
Loves 3 Stacks. Man, he killed it. But did you see his statement that he put out?
Oh, what did he say?
Well, he was like, because, he's been kind of reluctant to rap lately. I don't know if you saw that Rick Rubin interview, but he was like, basically like, I don't think people want to hear what I got to say type deal. But he was like, when he heard Kanye was making an album, basically about his mother and 3000 lost his mother in 2013. He was like, I definitely wanted to be a part of it and I wanted to support it. And the song originally was them talking about their mothers. But apparently, when Andre got it back most recently, it was changed and the Drake diss was on there. So he put out a statement like, yo, he told what he thought it was, what it originally stood for, and what it is now, and how he didn't really want to be a part of them going back and forth, and he respects both of them and a whole bunch of other people. And basically, that's not what I'm about. I didn't know the boys go back and go in on the other boy on this. That wasn't it. And I thought that was real stand up for him to put it out. Now, you talking about that Kanye verse, I loved it. I do like the angry Kanye. However, knowing what the song was about and hearing 3 Stacks verse and then hearing Kanye diss somebody,
that is kind of weird.
It's such a disconnect. I'm like, dog, you could have put that diss on something else. But I get it. It's a song with 3 Stacks. Everybody in the world's going to listen to it. So you want everybody to hear what you have to say. But I thought it didn't really fit the song only because of what the first verse, what it was originally meant to be. Now that I know. And he kind of even started off the verse right, but then kind of just went left.
Because Andre's was so like, it's like such a message, so like poetic how he says it. And then Kanye over here talking about, I'm gonna buy an ACG. I'm like, wait, where did this come from, dog? He talking about Virgil. I'm like, all right, bro. But that beat is incredible.
Fire. I think did Dim Joints have anything to do with it?
Oh, Dim Joints. I've known Dim Joints was fire.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think, what year was it? It had to be 2008, 2009. My manager had a girl group and he did a joint for them and they shot a video. And I begged him, my manager, to introduce me to him because his drums was so crazy, bro. Yeah, his drums was hitting so hard. I was like, please introduce me to this dude, man. I need to know how his drums hit like that. And ever since then, bro, he's been going crazy, dog.
Yeah. Jay put me on to him.
Yeah. See, Jay, that's originally how I met him. Yeah.
Jay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Jay. Jay's the plug. No, he plugged. Yo, first of all, he's the reason why we even met each other. Mm-hmm. Jay is the plug for everything.
Oh yeah, a lot of people I know is because of Jay, man.
Fact. Shout out to Jay, man. All right, so wait, before we pull up to the embassy, because I got a feeling we're gonna be there for quite some time. Man. What's this chat talking about, man?
Let's see. Smoking says CLB is clearly better. Kendrick and Andre kill everyone with verses. Yeah, I'm not mad either. Their verse has been going crazy. Even that Kendrick joint he dropped, him and Baby Keem, that joint is crazy.
Yeah, you put me on to that.
Yeah. I rock with Keem, man. Keem is dope. Yeah. Smoking says, I'll say it again, he left the best song off the album. That's facts, bro.
Yeah.
See, that's one of them songs. If you put that on the album to me is different, depending on where you place it. That's like, I'm telling you, with Yeezus, I felt like Yeezus didn't do well because if he would have put Blood on the Leaves at the beginning and took that I think it's a Daft Punk song. And it's really weird. It was the one that's like really abrasive and it's like weird sense. I feel like if you hear that at the beginning, you like, I don't know what I'm getting into, right?
Facts.
And it throws you off. You know what I mean? So you expecting that now. And it's like, it wasn't like it was a good song. It's just kind of like, it's just weird. But if you would have played Blood on the Leaves and then all of that happens, you like, all right, I'm here. I'm warmed up. I got what I need. Like, I'm excited. And all these albums to me have that same little thing where it's like the arrangement is not right. I don't know if it's just me, you know what I mean? But
no, you're right.
Yeah. So yeah, Certified Lover Boy. Oh, and did you realize that Drake leaked that record? Drake is the first person who played that record on his radio.
Which one?
The Kanye disc.
So that's what made Consequence. We don't gotta go. We don't really gotta go there.
No, bro, hold on. I know. I just want to skip past this. Hold on, man. I gotta. Yo,
take it away.
Consequence. You're an incredible rapper, bro. Don't ruin your legacy with this clout chasing shit, bro. That is the worst diss track I've heard in my life. The worst beat I've heard on a track. Bro, I don't even know what you would type into YouTube to find that kind of beat. That is the worst beat I've heard in years, bro. And the worst diss track, dog.
Somebody said NBA 2K type beat.
Bro, I wouldn't even discredit 2K like that, bro. That was, bro, when I say that joint was terrible, bro, it was like, if it would have been 2005, that would have been a bad beat. And the way he did it, bro, is so weird because, you know, the Kanye joint is called Life of the Party, and then he called his Party something. So it looks like it just looks like he's clout chasing, and then you clout chasing on a terrible song. It wasn't even mid, dog. That joint was like,
it was like, yo, anybody, give me a beat. Hey, kid, give me a beat.
He had to make that beat, bro. If I produce that beat, it's so bad I wouldn't want my name on it. Don't put my tag on it. Take this tag off, bro.
I'm good.
No.
I'm good. Matter of fact, here's the money back. I appreciate the offer. I don't even want the money.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that to my career.
Get your shit off, homie. Get your shit off.
Don't do that to my career. That's so sad, right, bro.
So, all right. Now, speaking of people doing things to Kanye's career, do you want to get into? Because now there's two ways we can go about this. Mm-hmm. We can talk about the artist named Drake that put out the album Certified Lover Boy. Or we could first talk about the artist that came out on the same day named Certified Lover Boy that put out an album named Drake. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't. But
there was a dude, I think Beats put me onto this. There was a dude who dropped the album on the same day on Spotify. His artist name is Certified Lover Boy, and the name of his album is Drake.
The internet is a wild place, bro.
And of course, he went crazy in the searches. But I'm like, do you really feel good bamboozling people like that?
Yeah, and I'm sure it's kind of, hey, Soulja Boy did it though. That's how Soulja Boy got on.
But I'm pretty, I don't even know what dude's music sounds like. But people listen to Soulja Boy's music. I'm willing to bet, I haven't heard any of it, but I'm willing to bet that people listening like, nah, I'm good.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
My man got like 0.2 seconds probably from everybody on two songs. And they're like, wait a minute. This ain't right.
This is bullshit. Yeah, no, I feel you. Especially like Soulja Boy could pull it off because the internet was so young and we didn't know. Now all this free music out here, bro. Ain't nobody going for that.
Yeah, with the Soulja Boy times, you probably listen to like you tested at least 3 or 4 songs. Like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
No, that's right.
But all right, yeah. All that aside, let's talk about the real one. Hold on, let me get ready. Constant showers. I'm taking constant showers throughout this joint. Yes, indeed. So, CLB. Chat, give it to me. What do you think about CLB? I'm going to go ahead. I guess it's no mistake with either one of us. It's more our speed.
Yeah, definitely.
More our speed. That whole joint is a vibe.
You know why people never will be Drake, dog? It's because he makes music for women. And Kanye isn't. And it's always going to be the Trump because, dog, if you're in a car with your girl, guess what she's going to want to listen to? Drake. She ain't picking Donda over, you know what I'm saying? It's always going to win. In the clubs, always going to be Drake over Kanye. And that's how he's going to kill you because you can't compete against that. The only time you get that Donda time to me is like if you're personal or you riding around in the car. But if you with your girl, it ain't always the time. Drake is more appropriate so many times to listen to that, and that's how he's gonna win. Even though to me that this album, let me choose my words carefully. It's good. It's good, but not. I was expecting a little bit more, just a little bit more. I feel like it's not a song that I'm really attached to, besides like the Way Too Sexy joint, just because it's hilarious to me.
It's hilarious. There are a few songs I am attached to, but yeah, it's a decent number of songs. I'm like, nah, not for me, not for me. But the joint with Hov, of course.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, wait, real quick. Both of these albums had Hov on it. On Donda, it was watching Hov do a light jog through the park. It was like, hey, there's Hov. He's just on the Drake joint. It's like in my bag, angry Hov.
Yeah, exactly.
Bruh, loved it. Like just the difference of the two different Hovs you got. You know, because two Hovs make a whole. The two different Hovs you got. The Hov on the Drake album versus the Hov on the Donda album. Yeah. Amazing. But I love that song. It's any song where Drake is like getting in his bag, spitting.
What's the one he says you're gonna end up on a Gildan? That one it's just him just rapping. That one's crazy. I always love those records from Drake.
Oh, the 7 a.m. joint.
Yeah.
First of all, anytime Drake does a song and it starts with the time.
Oh yeah,
you're
bars. Yeah, it's just bars.
2 p.m. in Kentucky. Oh, you about to get a rap. It's going to be over 1 a.m. in Virginia, whatever it is, it's going to be.
It's going down.
If it starts with the time, you're going to listen to it 5 times. At least. Yeah. But second of all, women have captions for years.
Oh, bro. The internet needed it. And again, Drake's rollout is so much different than Kanye's and so genius. The little pregnancy meme thing, everybody does it. It goes viral. Genius. The little billboards, putting all the hot cities, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this artist from your city is here. Genius. Like, the same thing, the same kind of rollout, but just done 2 different ways. And it's just like, I'm sure Kanye lost hella money doing those shows. He might have made money. Like, people talk about how much he's made, which I'm sure he sold a shit ton of tickets.
But what's the overhead?
The overhead has got to be ridiculous. So he probably done broke even off of them shows, because that's got to be costly to do that. I mean, it is a very minimal set, but like still production, crew, hiring, that stuff add up, bro. You know what I mean? And dang, man, the Drake drink to me was fire, man. It's weird though, because I was talking to my homie Cliff. Shout out to Cliff and Young B Cox, man. I don't know if it's something that comes when you get older, but I feel like albums are almost kind of doomed with streaming, because now people instead of making a great album with 12 songs, they're gonna go for a decent album with a bunch of songs. And it goes for Certified Lover Boy and Donda, because they're trying to game the streaming, right? Because the more streams you got, the more album sales it equates to, right? So the way you trick it is you put more songs on the album, right? And then you kind of let the people pick. But the issue with that is I feel like we're not cutting the fat away anymore. I remember it was like a huge thing to make 60 songs to cut down to 12.
Oh, yeah. And all Thriller. No filler.
And all them 12 is all going to go crazy. But now it's like 27 songs. It's like, bro, like kind of, you have 2 of the same song on here twice with just different. Put them shits together.
Yeah, I think it's like 3 of those.
Yeah. And the fact that them drums is not on that Jail song, it irks me so bad. I love that song, but the fact that it's like, please, just drop 808 something, please, a kick, something.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, you get none of that. But yeah, back to, I can't tell you this week how many people on my timeline have lost friends but found peace. Everyone's lost friends but found peace. Oh, amazing. The captions will never stop. But the boy got bars.
Oh yeah.
The boy got
crazy.
Slim. Just sheer style. I want every time Drake album come on, I want to get dressed. I want to put on my best.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's about. And let me tell you, I had the perfect setup because I don't know when the album came out. It didn't come out at midnight, but it doesn't matter. I had a flight, a 6 a.m. flight on Friday. I had 2 flights. I had the flight to the spot. I got to listen to this album on a plane. Oh, amazing. That's the perfect time to listen to a dope album in its entirety.
Oh, yeah. You get to zone out.
Twice. 2 flights.
Man.
Man.
He was in there.
Dog. Fire. Incredible, dog. Incredible. I'm trying to tell you. So I loved it.
See, Drake, the stuff that I didn't like about Donda of the pace, like just being constant. I mean, Kanye, of course, got some up tempos, but it's like, to me, everything was just going like, this is very slow, draggy. Drake has the up and downs. He got the ratchet, the female records, the rappy rap. So I felt like it was more complete, and it's like, it's better in situations. You know what I mean? And the only thing I don't want to say gripe against it, but it's like, to me, it doesn't have a standout single. It's not like, normally I feel like I hear a Drake album and I'd be like, this is the hit. You know what the single is. This one to me doesn't really have it. You know what I mean?
No, there's no single. There's no single at all on it. But it's gonna be one of the things where everybody's just gonna play all the songs everywhere you go. Bro, one of my least favorite songs was Too Sexy until the video dropped.
Oh, the video is incredible. The video makes it.
Yeah.
And shout out to TM88. I feel like in that 808 Mafia like group, of course, Southside legend, fucking crazy, bro. But TM, man, we gotta give him more respect too, bro. Because TM don't be missing, bro. He is crazy, dog. Like every time I hear a joint and I see TM do that, I'm like, that makes sense. Of course, yeah, he would do it because it's crazy.
No, give that man his flowers.
Yeah, he's fire, bro. Flowers. Yeah, I always enjoy his production, man.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. In close, and also Drake did the Kanye. There's some stuff on there you could tell it was last minute. He even talked about when Kanye posted his address, and that was like a week or 2 ago. And that's on the album. Yeah. So listen, man.
No, okay. Have you seen this thing about people upset with Drake, that TSU song, because he samples R. Kelly?
Nah.
So people got upset because R. Kelly's listed in the credits, right? To me, it's the stupidest argument, bro, in the world. And I get, you got to throw the disclaimers out because internet could cut up stuff. And I don't care what they do with R. Kelly's music. I could care less. I'm not I don't support R. Kelly, for what he does. So I could care less about that, right? But the fact of the reason why R. Kelly's even in the credits is really just to prevent a lawsuit of some sort, because basically they sampled that dude. I want to say it's Big Ron. I might be saying his name wrong, but it's a sample of him. And in the background of that, R. Kelly is playing in that conversation, and you can faintly hear it, right? So I think they just cleared it just to be safe. It's no R. Kelly lyrics in there. It's no R. Kelly music. It's nothing. They just cleared it so they don't get sued. And people are saying like Drake supporting this like abuse. And I'm like, bro, Aaliyah's album, the whole discography just dropped, and y'all ran up the streams. If you can't be, if you got to keep that same energy with that Aaliyah album, because he executive produced that whole album. You know what I'm saying? Wrote every word. So it's like, if you mad at that, you got to be mad over here. And it's just so weird that people get so upset about stuff like that.
Do people realize when you sample people, do you realize how many creepy
criminals?
Dog, you don't know the background. I think it's just a fact of knowing who R. Kelly is, but I mean, like, that's the stupidest thing. Who cares? Like, seriously. But the internet and these times, people just need something to be mad about.
Oh yeah.
If there's not a thing to complain about or be mad about, we got to make a thing to complain about and be mad about. Like, there will never will never be peace. It's always going to be complaints, bro. Always going to be complaints.
I was just like, come on. And here's the thing. Drake probably didn't even know that it was an R. Kelly sample in there. He probably has no idea. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just like, bro, it's like, it was a huge thing. I saw somebody post on Facebook and I was like, is that a thing? And then it was all over the internet, man. I'm just like, yeah, this is wild times. And a dog, it's super random, but speaking of the R. Kelly, so that Aaliyah album, right? That first one.
Right.
I'm in the car, they playing a song. She got a song called Click, right? Written by R. Kelly. R. Kelly sings the background. It's a part in the song. No, Aaliyah's 15. She says, if you not down with my click, then you could just sit on doo-doo on a stick. basically it's a wild way of, and R. Kelly's like harmonizing. It's a wild way of saying something. And I'm like, no, I had to pull over. I'm in the car drive, I just dropped my door off, and I'm like, hey, I ain't heard this song in a minute. And then the fact that she said that in the song, the R. Kelly, and I'm like, I didn't hear that. I had to pull over and look up the lyrics. Like, yo, I know I'm not tripping, bro. So R. Kelly's a wild dog. And then my brother sends me a song of how wild it was from R. Kelly. And the song is called I Like the Crotch on You. I was like, bro, the song title is what so wild anyway.
Hey, here's a wild boy.
Bro, that I don't expect anything less. From the song title, I'm like, bro, I haven't heard the word crotch being used in a sentence like that. First of all, yo, that's a wild thing, bro. For you to even fathom that is wild, bro.
Why did I just become 7 years old? I'm laughing like shit at
bro. So like that's why I'm like, bro, like be mad at that stuff about R. Kelly, not the faint sample in the background that nobody can understand is there, and it's no music because that song that TSU samples NSYNC. That's an NSYNC song that they sample, which it was my joint, dog. Yeah, and they flipped that joint.
Fire. Okay, so I think in closing, I don't even know if we're closing here. We're gonna end up going back to that album. But yo, Certified Lover Boy, definitely a bop. I'm gonna go change clothes. I'm gonna put that on. I'm about to go change clothes.
Be out here.
I got dressed to that just to come sit out here and do this.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So it's a super fact. But somebody asked me how I'm liking the new laptop. Amazing. I actually brought that joint on the trip. I ain't bring the other joint that was making noise, even though that thing is running flawlessly now. I didn't want to risk
crazy.
it. Yeah, as soon as the day I ordered, the day the other one started making noise, I ordered this one. And the other one just like straightened up.
Right.
I only heard that noise once since then, but I'm not playing no games. So I'm on the new laptop right now. I don't really have it even loaded up. I didn't have time to prepare it before I dipped out. But yo, this joint, spec-wise, is fire. It's nothing to even move around in here, so I'll never get that drive noise again because it's all SSD on the inside. That's fire. But yo, this joint is fire. So part of what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load this joint up with, some stuff, and I'm gonna make some sounds while I'm out here.
Oh, that's gonna be fire.
Yeah, I'm trying to debate. So here's what I'm thinking. Focus group. Here we go. My birthday is Saturday. And from what I gather, even though today is Sunday, I think I'm still going to be here. I don't know. I'll probably still be here. So I'm going to do something for my birthday, and I'm just going to design it here.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, and then I think I'm just going to do something else specifically just because I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yeah, so I don't really know, but I am going to do some sound design while I'm out here. Like, I'm super inspired. I got the ocean right outside. Every day I'm out this joint. I'm gonna be getting it in, bro.
Thanks.
So yeah, so be on the lookout for that. I might drop something on my birthday, which is Saturday. We'll see. I'll talk about it next Friday if I am. But yeah, either way, man. Sound designs is going crazy. And
he's smoking says so it's cool to keep my beats with R. Kelly samples. Hey,
no,
man.
I look, I always talk about it. I got a Cameron song I did with an R. Kelly sample in it. I mean, it's mostly an R. Kelly sample, to be honest with you. And I chopped the hell out of that joint. Still counts. Still goes in my discog. And that man is not listed on the credits, actually.
And but, he don't own none of his publishing. I'm pretty sure. I saw that someone else owns all it. So it's not like he makes the money from it. So hey.
Yeah. What I found out was Cam and R. Kelly had something going on at the time where R. Kelly owed him something or whatever, so the sample didn't even have to get cleared.
Oh wow!
So so he's not even listed on the song I did.
Oh sad.
Yeah, that's what somebody told me. Yeah.
Let's see. Quick question: should I get an MPC 1 or a push 2?
If you use Ableton, definitely a push 2. If you don't use Ableton, there's no point in ever getting a push because it doesn't really work with anything else. But if you use Ableton, I would get a push 2, 100%. Now, if you just want to be versatile and standalone or whatever, MPC, I love MPCs, but bro, if you're an Ableton user, it's almost a must to have a push 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to know how to make master level beat making videos from you.
Oh, you know what's funny? I came across my whole old setup and like the app I used to use to edit them joints on my iPhone. I almost want to make a beat making video.
I was talking about the other day. I was like, I don't want to do the work, but I
seen you in your story though. You was kind of flexing in the story.
Oh,
yeah. I seen you. I was like, oh, that boy cooking.
I'm trying to get back into my content vibe and really focus. I just been trying to do everything else so I can focus on content and go like. I feel like if I spend 2 months of just going crazy with content, I'll have the habit and I'll be good. So that's what I'm trying to get all this stuff done, and then October, November, December, I just want to chill and make beats and content. That's what my plan is.
Facts. Hold on, I'm not being rude. I have to place a little thing real quick.
Oh no, you good. So why you doing that? Excuse me. No Rona. I tested negative every time, but bro, I'm definitely sick, bro.
I've taken 6 million. Bruh, I've taken 6 million COVID tests, bro.
Oh yeah, I know you. Yeah, they had you through the procedures, bro.
Bruh, one here, one to get here. It's certain places that you go now, they don't play around.
Oh yeah.
They don't I have to take one at the airport. I gotta take another one on the 8th.
Jeez.
Dog, it's crazy. It's crazy, son.
Let's see. Damn, Mike Dean dropped the album. Didn't know that.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
Are you excited about the Fat Joe versus Ja Rule versus?
No.
Yeah, that again, versus kind of missing me, man.
Yeah. Listen, I respect both of them. Okay, going surfing. I get you. I respect both of them. You gotta respect Ja Rule, 100%.
Oh yeah, hits.
Fat Joe, I've been rocking with Fat Joe since '97 on I think Flojo, which was Fat Joe's first single release, I believe, with DITC in '97. I've been rocking with Fat Joe since then, so I probably know more Fat Joe songs than the average person. However, for some reason, that Verzuz is not. Yeah, it's just not really doing it for me.
Yo,
I'm gonna watch it, but
have you seen this meme? It's from the NBA, from the bubble, and it's like Jimmy Butler. He played for Miami. He's like on the sideline. He's like got his head like down like this. He's tired. He's like drenching sweat. That's gonna be Ashanti at that Verzuz. Ashanti gonna be running back and forth on them hooks. Yo, she gonna be so tired, bro.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's gonna be the show. It's just Ashanti sitting in the middle. Like, all right, it's your turn.
Just stay out. You ever play football back in your old hood and you had a permanent quarterback?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's permanent quarterback.
She permanent. Yeah. Every hood.
Permanent. Yeah. I called it permanent.
Yeah, I just need a producer one in there, and I feel better about Verzuz. But right now, and you know, not to go back to CLB, but Drake definitely threw some shots at Swizz. He threw some shots.
He did, and I ain't gonna lie. That whole Swizz thing, that was kind of a while ago. I didn't even think he was gonna come back to that, but I guess he's like, well, since I got time. Yeah.
Today I got time, cuz.
That boy say where is he looking at you see the watch collection that you assume I got time? Drake got some captions.
Oh, bro. Every time.
Captions. I've never used a Drake lyric as a caption, but when I see people do it, I roll my eyes, but I'm like, so appropriate. So appropriate.
It fits so well.
He writes in captions.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Amazing.
Oh, bro, I don't know if you saw this. Roli files for bankruptcy and will reboot as a beginner-focused company luminary.
What?
Did you know that?
No.
I didn't know that till today, bro. They're donezo, bro.
Damn. Y'all weren't showing enough support.
You know what it is, bro? I feel like they were making shit that nobody really needed. It's like, it's cool, but I don't need a rubber piano. It's like a new thing that I gotta learn. It's one of those things. It's like, it's so weird because they were trying to innovate, which I applaud, right? And they were trying to do new stuff, but it was just stuff that nobody really asked for. And then it's like, these other companies are making the same thing. If you just give us 50%, like a little bit of new stuff and then the same old stuff, we would be great. I feel like that would go crazy, but it's like no one has got that mixture of like either I'm gonna go all the way. Yeah.
And innovation and like necessity.
Exactly. Because
go ahead.
Because I don't know if you remember, B Cox was part of Roli at one point. He was like original. That's how I found out, because he was like working with him. And it was just a lot of the stuff. I was just like, bro, like, why do I need this rubber ass keyboard? Like, it's a weird way to play. It's like learning a whole new. It was cool, but it's kind of like subpack to me. It
was novel. It was a lot of novelty, like the whole MPE with the expression and stuff. Like it was dope, but nobody was like, yo, I need that. Then they came out with the Roli blocks, and no one said I need that. And I thought it was cool, and I wanted to get into it, but then I think I looked and you couldn't like use your own sounds or something.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, once again, very innovative with the whole linking things together. I love that concept, but I couldn't use my own sounds, and there was no need for it. I buy a ton of stuff that I have no need for. I will be the first to admit that. But in my mind, there has to be some level of functionality, and I got to feel like I would use it and feel good using it. And Roli did not give me. I didn't buy a single thing from Roli. And not that I thought they were trash or bad, or not that I didn't applaud their innovation, but just nothing grabbed me except for the blocks. But then the blocks, they just was like, they pushed me out with the stuff. So I hope they learned a little bit. They keep that innovative spirit. Definitely keep that innovative spirit, but just find a way to kind of like you said, mix it in 50%.
And I just don't know how to like beginner keyboard thing was gonna go, because it just seems like melodics in a way. It's like the keyboards light up and then I don't know, man.
All I want, and we talked about this already, and the specs have been floating around. Give me a damn MPC or style keyboard, like an ASR, and it's talk about Akai doing that thing. That's all I want. I've been talking about that on Al Gore's internet for at least 10 years. That's all I want. Yeah. So give me that. Girl, give me that. All right. that's one of my joints. That beat is not. I don't know why that beat is like one of the worst and best beats.
Bro, those I love the dude's beats. His name's like Mouse on the Track. He makes all them like Louisiana. Bro, they're so, for me, if I would have made that beat, I would throw them away. Those melodies that people make sometimes, you ever hear a beat and it's like, yo, if I made that, I would never finish it. But the fact that they finished it and it's so jamming, it's so crazy to me, dog.
And the song be rocking.
It'd be so jamming, dog, but it'd be so weird, dog. It'd be like, yo, if anybody else did this would be corny. But then you do it, it's like, it's so jamming. That's how I feel about all them, like, especially like them Louisiana kind of, that's the only way I could think of to call them like the Boosie Webby kind of beats, like those joints. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not get a seagull. Yeah, I will. I'll make sure to get a seagull. So wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, because mine had nothing to do with mine. Was like a super wild tangent.
Oh, somebody should say they should make a workstation including that technology. I agree.
Yeah, that's right.
I agree.
No, that's super dope. What happened to EMU? Don't they do software?
I don't know. What happened to EMU. They, of course, famous for SP1200 and what was the keyboard? I think they had a sampler keyboard I used to love, and then they went into like the modular joints, like the Planet Fat and Mo Fat and all that type of stuff. And I don't know. I don't know if they went bankrupt or they got bought out or what, but they were a dope company. I wish they would come back around. I wish they would come back around. Wait, somebody said Akai could put an MPC on screen on the MPK 49. Yeah, something like that. And then somebody else says Live and X have Ableton link. Yeah, but still, MPC 1 with Ableton is not a push 2 with Ableton.
Yeah.
And I explained this before, and I'll definitely explain this again. The difference between push 2 and any other controller / sampler, that goes for machine, MPCs, any of that stuff, is that those are their own thing. Like you can use those without a DAW for the most part. And you make the stuff in there and then you put it in a DAW or you just leave it there. The push is Ableton. Like what you're looking at is not like Ableton sampler and then you dump your stuff into Ableton. Like, no, you're controlling the actual DAW from the push. And that's the difference between having an MPC with Ableton and just using a push with Ableton. It's a far more integrated experience using a push too. So that's why I said if you have, I use Ableton, of course. I have a push too. I love it, but also have an MPC one. I have all of that stuff. But if I had to get rid of that, just keep one, it's definitely going to be my push too, because that is the actual DAW. No other thing is going to give you that experience.
Big facts. Big facts.
Yes, sir. Oh, also, by the way, MPC having the link joint that you know the, what do they call it? Is it Ableton Link? Yeah. MPC having Ableton Link basically just syncs up the tempos and the play, stop, start, and the transport, which is very dope. But outside of that, like that's kind of all it does. And to be honest with you, if you have an MPC and you still want to use Ableton, I just use my MPC and my machines and all that as VSTs inside of Ableton. And that way you don't even have to worry about syncing up the tempos and the transport, because it functions as the DAW functions. Anything you do on those, you don't have to save them on that thing and then save the session with Ableton. It just all saves together. So I would never use them separately on the same computer.
Have they like put the drag to drop like once you finish? Because you used to have to bounce out all the sounds and then drag it back in. And I know they was, because I haven't been on MPC since the Renaissance. I know at one point they were making it easier to like put the session sounds back into it.
So what they did with MPCs, and kind of with machine, but I'll start with MPCs. They did, which is dope, but it's if you're using it in standalone mode. So if you're using it in standalone and it's not connected to a computer, you can save it in an Ableton Live format. And then you can load up your session and Ableton will load it up. But if you're using it as a VST inside of Ableton or using it linked to a computer, you can't do that.
That's true.
The best way to do it though is if you use it as a VST like I do inside of Ableton, all you do is put MPC on a track, and then you can make different tracks like with the different outputs of the MPC, and then just save it as a group. So anytime I want to use my MPC in Ableton, I just drag that group from my browser and it has all the stuff already tracked out. So I could just record it and not have to do a whole bunch of crazy bouncing.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What about the workflow of using Reason to the Verzuz Ableton?
Sure, you want to go there?
I mean, bro, I ain't been on Reason in so long, bro.
Yeah.
I just didn't like, again, it's been a minute, but the wiring on the back and doing all that stuff in Reason, to me, it just slowed me down. That's why I asked all these little tips of like, is this still the same? Because I'm looking for the quickest way to get something done. I don't want to have to do extra steps to get one small thing done. And for me, Ableton gives you more like things you can do, and it's quick and easy. It's like very thought out to me.
Yeah.
Reason, not so much. Not as, but again, it's been a minute. You know what I mean?
I don't know a lot about the Reason workflow now. I haven't used Reason probably since maybe 05 was the last time I used Reason. 05, 06. So I don't even know. But just the Ableton workflow to me, I'm biased. Once again, it looks like a spreadsheet and it looks complicated to a lot of people, but to me, it's dope, bro. It's amazing. It's fast. I can't speak on Reason though.
Yeah. You gonna make a island sound pack with seagulls, waves, and coconuts?
See, I don't want to be. That would be the cliche thing to do, and I'm probably going to involve something of the sort, but I don't want to make it like super cliche, like you would see somebody with a coconut like cook, cook, cook. I don't want to do that. I feel like that's been done, nothing wrong with it. But no, it's just going to be something dope. And I think it's going to be something dope just based off of what this place is giving me, like the feeling it's giving me to create just dope stuff, not necessarily
islandy.
Yeah.
Steel drums. And what you should do is you should sample like the margarita getting poured over the ice. You know what I mean? Loop that up. You know what I mean?
Come on, fam.
Bubbles.
I will do that. I will definitely do that. You know, I haven't drank in.
That's right. I keep forgetting, bro.
I haven't drank since July. Yeah, I haven't done anything
good.
since July, but I think on my birthday I am going. I'm gonna get my drink on. I haven't had any sugar since then. I haven't had added salt to anything since then.
Bro.
Any of that stuff. But I think on my birthday, I think I'm gonna get it in.
Oh yeah, you got to turn up for the one time.
Yeah, bro.
One time.
Yeah, I've totally turned into a different person.
Hey.
But you gonna get the old Kanye on my birthday. I'm gonna be the old
Kanye. We miss the old Kanye.
Yeah.
Dog, am I the only one that does that Baby Keem dance around the house? Have you seen the video of the Kendrick and Baby Keem? He's like, I do this all day at the house, bro. You got to watch the video, and he does this dance, and I do it around the house all day, bro. It's like my favorite pastime now.
I haven't. I gotta see the video. I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, video's crazy.
Yeah, I got some time. I got some time. I might watch that. I've been listening to nothing but great music from my childhood, like just chilling, staring at the ocean, listening to like good childhood music. So now I'm gonna take some time to listen to great new stuff, and just load up the computer. I bought the hard drive with all the stuff that I need to put on there. I got all my passcodes and stuff to like I can get all my UVI stuff back.
Oh yeah, you
on here, all my Arturia stuff. That's one of the benefits to being legit with the plugins and all that type of stuff. You got accounts to these places, so you don't really need to bring things with you. But it's like certain programs, like Ditto. You got to have Ditto. If you have a PC, Ditto is like the best clipboard manager you could possibly have. So when you got to copy a password or any of your stuff, Ditto is the way to go. I need to do a list of video of like just dope programs that are necessary for your PC.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Gregory Buttocks says, "Hey guys, can I ask you a question here?" Sure.
Hey, you just did. No, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. He said, "No, you ain't Triz." Yo, I'm telling you, that dance, bro, I'd be in the house doing that all day, bro. Anonymous Preem says, "So I still use regular controller for Ableton MPK Mini and an MPD 224, but I use the MPC for a curveball. Standalone has its benefits, and the drums just bang. Best of both worlds for me."
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing wrong with using standard controllers or controllers that aren't pushed to for Ableton, but there is a difference. There's a huge difference, but it's not a necessity. Mm-hmm. But if you can, I suggest you do. It'll take you a while to kind of get used to, but once you realize, like, this is the DAW that I'm controlling, ball game.
Thanks. Okay, he says, how to improve producing music fast. Ooh, I have so many answers for that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, one of the first things I would say is it's the thing that we open up the show talking about is that go to YouTube University. Take as many classes as you want, but turn your knowledge into wisdom by applying everything that you learn as quick as possible and also adapting that to your situation so you can put your own style and your own spin on it. I mean, if you learn one, 2, or 3 things a day and then apply those, I would take a week to maybe learn 2, no more than 3 things, and then just constantly apply those and get good at those till you know them like kind of like muscle memory for a week, and then move on to another 2 or 3 things, and then but make sure you're still incorporating the things from the previous week, like kind of working in that fashion. I feel like you would improve a lot faster, and just study the greats, man. Study the greats.
That's exactly. I was gonna say, find who the greats are, top dogs. Look at what they're doing, and then figure out the basics, right? And then from there, it's like your way. You just got to figure out the in betweens, right? So if you're new to production, you need to know how to loop. You need to know how to sequence. You need to know how to record, like all the basic stuff. Get that out the way, right? Then it's like, all right. Once you understand the basics of what everything is, it's like fine tuning. All right, melodies. I need to get my melodies better. Who do I study? Scott Storch is great at melodies. This person's good at melodies. So I'm gonna study that person, see what they're doing. What's the common things that all these people are doing? Oh, if you transpose all these songs in C minor, you're gonna see these notes are the common things, right? So that's what I start focusing on. It's like, oh, now my drums need to get better. So that's what I focus on. All right, what's the common thing with all these drums? Oh, they're not using this kind of snare anymore. They're not doing this. So you're looking and kind of like pride and poking, trying to find problems, and it's just comparing, you know what I mean? And then just experiment from there. The only thing I would say too is just watch out for the fast thing. I know you're saying it like so you can hurry up, but give yourself time, man. Don't put yourself on the clock, because production take time, bro. If anybody say you could just be good at it like immediately, they bullshitting. Because you might can make one good beat, but to consistently make 4 or 5 beats a day consistently, like what? I mean, I'm guessing people want to get into placements, or just assuming, right? If you want to get into that field, you're gonna have to make a certain amount of quality consistently. And you saying fast and getting to that point, necessarily, just give yourself time, because if you put so much pressure on yourself at the beginning, it's gonna be weird. Have fun at the beginning, enjoy it, and then worry about all that other stuff later.
That's a great point, because you want to be good at the stuff that you're learning, and you want to retain your knowledge. And that's where implementing it comes in. The only thing that will add more speed to that is doing it consistently. You can't learn one thing, apply some stuff, and then do it again 6 months from now, and then a year from now. Like, if you do it consistently, that'll get you speed, but speed is going to be relative to your retention, because you want to get wisdom and not knowledge.
Facts. And shameless plug, I have a course called The Producer Mindset. Teaches you making melodies, chord progression, drums. Oracle has a course about mixing your beats, then mastering your beats, and then mixing and mastering the vocals. So, I mean, if that's something you're interested in, hit us up. We can send you the right direction. But, and of course, there's people like Busy out there.
Busy got courses on a lot of, and constant YouTube videos on like almost a daily basis.
Yeah, so it's people out there, man. You know what I mean? You just got to find out who's a good teacher for you and who you can like learn from, and then just pick that kind of stuff up and just practice. But make sure you, I guess the key thing for me is don't rush it, bro. Like, take your time, man. Enjoy it. Because once you get into that, I got to make these amount of beats a day thing, it's a slippery slope from there. It gets weird. It makes your relationship with music kind of changes once it's your job. So just, it's like when you dating somebody. Hey, enjoy the honeymoon phase. It's going to get a little different after a while. Y'all not going to be all up under each other like y'all was. So while you in that phase, cupcake.
Talk that talk.
Go ahead, cupcake, man.
Talk that talk. By the way, while you're in shameless plug territory, and this, I'm pretty sure this goes for you as well. The courses that you talked about that I have with Realistic, and along with everything else on the site, having a Labor Day sale right now.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I did too. You just said shameless plug. So if you hit the site right now, there's a Labor Day sale going on, and 3 people that participate in my Labor Day sale will get a kit. I'm giving away another kit of sounds that I designed while I was working with people like Tim, for the Drake sessions, for the Jay-Z sessions, for the Beyonce sessions. It was so many sounds that were made at that time. A lot of stuff was used, but when you find the hard drive, it's just so many sounds that I'm actually making little mini packs, and I'm giving that away. So 3 people who participate in the Labor Day sale, all you gotta do is grab something. You will be entered to randomly be chosen to get that pack. So yeah, pack number 3.
I ain't go front. I ain't do none of that. I think mine's just 30% off. I was sick. Shout out to my sister Mary, because she made it happen. Because I didn't do nothing. I was so out of it. She's like, it's done. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Shout out to Mary. Oh, while we shouting out assistants, shout out to my assistant Jennifer today. It's her birthday, so shout out to young Jenny.
Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the block, young Virgo squad. We in the building.
Dang.
Yes, sir. Virgo squad. We here.
Do you believe in like how people match according to like astrology?
I try not to, but all the time I see correlations, and it's hard to deny certain things. Like I'm not the horoscope guy, because I believe horoscopes just tell people what they want to hear. But like certain things, like maybe it's just my own sign with Virgos, but a lot of that shit is true, and I can't deny it. I'm not that guy. I'm a logical guy. I'm a probability guy, but
3 of my friends, I didn't realize this, that I'm like really close with, they're all born on the same day. I just never put 2 and 2 together. They all had the same birthday.
Oh wow.
They act exactly like, but they're completely separate. They've never met each other, but they all acted like. I was like, that is so strange. And then I took a personality test, and then all of my homies were the same thing. And I thought that was so weird. But I'm like, yo, I don't really believe in this, but it's so wild how, or if it's not like we're the same thing, it's like whatever the compatible thing is, that's what It is. And it's all my friends are like that. And I'm like, that is so strange though.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Fire. All right.
Nissan Leaf says the trick to consistency is to make it fun. You could always focus on creativity, but you're not always going to have fun. If you focus on fun, you're always going to be creative. Ooh, I like that. I like that.
That's fire. That's actually fire. I like that.
That's great advice. Question. I feel like recreating my favorite song is a good way to learn. How do I recreate if there aren't breakdowns available and don't know sound design? I mean, that's kind of the process, bro. That's the point of why you do it. Is
figure it out.
To figure that part out. But I mean, you know what a clap is, you know what a snare is, right? You want to get the basics of it, right? But then from there, it's like, all right, is this a saw wave or is this a sine? Is this a learn the basics? Once you learn the basics, you could be like, all right, cool, this is what it is. You know what I mean? And then you could tweak it.
You can find the code, figure out the chords, figure out what type of patch it is, all that.
Can you teach me how to produce masterfully enough to work with Jay-Z? That's a lot of teaching, bro.
Yeah. Listen,
that's a lot of teaching.
I don't even know how to answer that. Perhaps. I don't know.
Hey, keep grinding, hard work, dedication. You too could be like Oracle and work with Jay-Z one day.
Oh man. All right. Let's see what this chat is talking about. It's time for me to wrap it up. The chef is chefing.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's see. People are saying I'm such a Libra. I don't know much about astrology though. I'm the same way.
Yeah. I'm
Melodon.
Virgo. Whatever they say Virgos are, I'm definitely that.
My daughter, she's a Virgo, bro.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we here. Let's see. Melodon Editor is a great study tool, converts audio to MIDI. Very true. And if you use Ableton, they have that inside of it.
It's not that great, but yes, they do.
Yeah, the key with that joint, I realized, is pianos and guitars work way better, and then you got to EQ the hell out of them. I cut all the low end out, and then I cut some of the high, and it keeps some random notes from being in there. Yeah.
And look on YouTube. There's a lot of chord breakdowns to almost any song.
Oh yeah. And I'm telling you, bro, once you learn like basic theory, man, you'll start understanding. It's only a couple chord progressions. Find the bass, chord to match. You know, you in there.
Facts though. What we got? Oh man, they sounding peaceful out there. Ooh.
My boy living in luxury.
Them waves is Chris-ation.
Oh, and Nominous, shout out to Nominous Preem. Is it Preem or Preem? He says Centorial for a synth programming. So I did Centorial a long time ago, bro. When I first started working with you, bro, and we did that first Ben Trappin 1, I did Centorial before because I was trying to make preset patches and I wanted to learn how to sound design better. And I learned a lot from that joint. I learned a lot. So it's worth going through.
Fire.
Yeah. Especially if you want to get into that kind of synthesis and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Super fire. Man.
Right. What you got? What's the rest of your week looking like, bro? Besides paradise and seagulls flying gently in the background and ocean breezes.
Living off the grid, bro.
Hey, I'm not
living off the grid. There's a difference between taking a vacation and going to live somewhere else for a minute. So that's really what it is.
You're not a vacation is like a couple days.
Yeah, this
is you out there. You're a citizen.
I don't know what this is gonna be, but it's not gonna be a vacation. So anyway, but for the rest of the week, like I said, I'm gonna be working on that stuff that I told y'all that I'm working on. And then I mean that's just basically it. Out here living, doing the same thing, doing my job of being inspired in a different way by a different culture, and just getting away. It's more about it's not so much about what I went to. It's a lot about what I'm getting away from. And we're gonna see. I'm gonna chef up some stuff. But yeah, I'm still in here. I'm still working. It's gonna be nice, bro.
Hey,
yeah.
Get like Oracle,
man. So what you got going on?
Man, I'm working on the new project we got about to come out.
Yes, indeed.
I'm getting all that stuff tied up. And bro, I was so behind when I got sick, bro. I was just like so behind. So I'm just trying to get caught up and I'm on the hiring spree, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to get into my HR bag and figure that out, which is a whole thing. But that's what my focuses are: hiring people, And then finishing this project we got coming up, which is gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be fire, super fire. I'm working on that too while I'm out here, for sure.
What chord is it that makes strippers move that twerk bone? Ooh, that is here. I ain't gonna front though. He playing, but that little half step, that little chromatic half step.
Yeah. Now, if you don't know what a half step is, it's one a chord based off of one note, and then the next chord, the main note, the next chord is just one key up.
Yeah, that minor to major energy. Hey, that's a lot of twerk songs been made off of them guys.
Hold on. No. No.
Let's get this man off of here. He got some stuff brewing.
Right.
I don't want to hold you up, cuz.
Do you want this? Do you want that? I'm like, no.
Man, you better get your food right, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, they got me. I'm like, you know what I want? I told y'all what I want.
Let's see. Skate Beats says salute to you, brothers. You are a huge inspiration. Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate
it, man. Man, hey, salute to everybody that's here, man. Y'all, the family. Thank y'all for being here. And listen, it's I forgot this is a different day too. So shout out to everybody that pulled up. We're not on regular schedule, and you're on Labor Day holiday. You could be doing something else. You could be out at Twerk/COVID-19 Fest, but you somewhere safe, chilling with us
on Zoom, learning.
That's dope.
But yeah, man. So yeah, we'll be back Friday. Shout out to Ponzu. Hey, Ponzu, what up, bro?
Shout out to Young Ponzu, man. So yeah, we'll be back. Yeah, it's true to say we'll be back on Friday. Also, Labor Day sales going on both sides. So hit up theproducerkit.com,
yes,
hit up soundoracle.net, cop. And my birthday's coming up on Saturday. I might be dropping a little something on there too.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Let's get it.
Yes,
all right, y'all. We're gonna get off of here. Smoking Aces. Appreciate you, my brother. Fiction. Always appreciate you. Thank you for always coming through. Supplying the good energy. You know what I mean? Nissan. Who else was in here? Anonymous Preem gave some gems. Who else gave some gems? Hey, shout out to all y'all. Oh yeah, DL. Always asking good questions. Gregory asking good questions. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Man. Yeah, we appreciate y'all. So anyway, listen. In closing, like we always say, it's been another episode